Making this video to show how I connected an external subwoofer amp to my 2007 BMW 550i with the Logic 7 amp. This is the current setup. I have a 12-inch JL running off of a Teramp's 400 watt, I guess it's, like a bass amp, so single channel. So here's the setup without the cover. You can see that the amp is not secured. It's just because I haven't found a home for it yet, but there is actually plenty of room. I chose this amp because it accepts a high output signal directly, so I was able to tap off of the 4 wires that exit the Logic 7 amp. E46 Fanatics did a wonderful video showing which wires exactly. I'll just repeat them, but it's no secret at this point. But it's the red blue, brown white, red white, and brown yellow, which you really can't kind of see, but it's that guy right there. The power wire, you could see how I ran it. I removed this cover here. It's 3 screws. You'll figure it out when you start looking where the screws are. And then you just connect the power to the top of the battery terminal. It's one 13mm bolt. I'm not even gonna pull it off because if you have an E60, you know where your battery is. Really simple. So it's a really nice and clean setup. You don't have to run any wires from the front too, which is what I love. Just everything is here. And you just run one little wire and tuck it and you're good. It's a really nice setup for cheap. It's worth mentioning because you're here watching this video, you may be wondering, how did I turn this amp on? Well, because the amp accepts a high output speaker signal, that is how the amp knows to turn itself on. So I did not have to search for or tap into an ignition-based 12-volt source for this setup. So on top of the amp being only around 70 bucks, it's also helpful in that way that it's one less wire to run. All right, cool.